Good morning. Today is Saturday, June 13th. It's time for our weekly highlight meeting. It's kind of cool here in Michigan today. It was like 90 degrees on Tuesday. It was so humid and muggy, and then today, right now, it's 54 degrees. Only in Michigan. Well, I'm sure that's true no matter where we go. But anyway, so how did I do this week? Let's take a look. Let's take a look together. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked, I'll tell you. I had another one of my lost weekends, as I like to say. I went crazy Sunday. I went crazy. We went to if you don't watch my daily vlogs, I had gone to my daughter's house to help her with something. Jim was helping her put the screen door in, and she had made homemade chocolate chip cookies. I had half a dozen. Most people would say 6, but you know, like when you say it like it is, a half a dozen cookies. I ate a half a dozen cookies. Not all at one setting, but pretty close. And then I had a banana split, and I didn't eat any food that day. And when I say food, I mean healthy. I mean, I just ate crap the whole day Sunday. Saturday, after I closed out my vlog, I had buttered popcorn with 2 cans of pop. I went back to my pop, which was bad. There was only, we got a new freezer, so we were rearranging the refrigerator, moving the refrigerator over, so we had to take stuff out. And I thought, well, I'll just clean the refrigerator out. And since it's just a spare refrigerator, we have drawers vegetable drawers that I obviously don't use because I don't keep vegetables out in the refrigerator outside. I keep them in the house. Well, that's not obvious, but that's what I do. And when we were cleaning up the drawers, I found 2 cans of pop that I had hidden. It's like, oh my gosh. Who knows how old they were? They probably were past the expiration date, but you know, I drank them. So anyway, I went, in a nutshell, I went crazy. I got back on track on Monday and really was diligent about it the rest of the week, and a 0.8 loss. I'll take it. You know, if I would have stayed the same, I would have took it. If I would have even gained a pound, I would have accepted it. So that's not going to happen again. I'm at 93 pounds. It's like 93 pounds I've lost. So I'm 211.2. I lost 0.8 today, and 93 pounds total. So I'm doing pretty good. Well, I could do better, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm giving myself a pat on the back because I think I deserve it. But anyway, this is what I'm going to do this week, because this is something I have tried in the past. Joan's Pointed Plate just lives by it, which I greatly admire her. I put her up on a pedestal. I really do, because I think, oh my gosh, it's so nice that you have your whole week planned. I'm a fly by my seat of my pants type of girl, and I tried it for a couple weeks. It did work, as far as I did have great weight losses, but I kind of felt like an anchor around my neck that this is something I had to do, and that's just not me. So I plan my day each day as the day goes along, how my meals are going to go, and I have to do that on the weekends. So my plan for this week is to make a plan for Saturday and Sunday, which are my 2 worst days, because Monday through Friday I breeze through. I don't have a problem with, but Saturdays and Sundays, and then I definitely need a meal. I definitely need a meal plan. So I have planned out my meals for today. I have tracked my points. And I'm staying within my 23 points. I'm not even going to use any of my weeklies today. I'm going to try not to use any of my weeklies this week. That's my plan. So anyway, let's get on to the topic at hand. Make meal planning work for you. Have you recently found yourself so over choosing what you want to eat after a long day? Or a long 4 years? It's been a short 4 years to lose my night. Well, it'll be 4 years in December 31st. But it's been a long time. But you know what? This is the way I'm going to eat the rest of my life. So I can't think of it as a drudgery. But I'll be honest. Sometimes I think of you know, this is kind of like a drudge. I want to go back to eating the way I want to eat. Sunday I did that. I did not eat, like I say, food. I ate crap the whole day, and I'll be honest with you. I enjoyed every bite. You know, like if I thought, oh, this is how I used to eat. This is the way. I love it. I love it. I feel so good. This is just satisfying everything I needed. And then woke up the next day, oh, I felt like crap. Just, my body was saying, what did we do? Where were you going? What were you thinking? Because it then reminded me, this is how I used to feel. I had a terrible night's sleep. I kept waking up not feeling well. And I thought, this brings back memories of how it used to be. Memories. It's how it was. It reminded me of how it used to be. And I don't want to be that way anymore. I really don't. So we all go through those slumps, you know, like a roller coaster. You know, you go through them. Everybody does. So, but, this is what they say. Did you end up grabbing whatever you could find instead of what you actually wanted? Well, that's kind of hard to say on that day. I found everything I wanted to find, but it wasn't what I actually needed. That's what they should have said, actually needed, not wanted. A pro tip is a little planning can go a long way to reduce the amount of at-the-moment energy we need to use when we're tired, hungry, or just generally done. I really was on Sunday. I was just done. Those cookies tasted so good. They brought back such memories. Plus, it helps us leave room for the food we love. I could have those cookies. I could have had 2 cookies. I could have just had the 2 cookies and let it go. Put them into my point thing, moved down for my day, ate healthy the rest of the day, and it would have been a treat. No, those were a cheat. There's a difference between a cheat and a treat. The way I ate on Sunday was a cheat. If I would have just had 2 cookies, I could have considered it a treat, but I didn't. What we need to do is budget our smart points. And while some of us are pros at batch cooking for meal prep, that would be Christy over at Planning is Healthy. Oh my gosh, she's like a pro at planning, prepping and stuff. She's got great videos. So I'll leave a link to her channel down below, Planning is Healthy. And I'm also going to leave a link to Joan's Pointed Plate because she has menus that she'll give you out in her email. It's just her email address and ask her for a menu plan, and she'll give you those. But all I can do is just relate how I feel. But those are 2 good people to watch. I mean, there's a lot of people I watch, but those 2, as far as referring to the meal planning working for you, I would highly recommend Christy over at Planning is Healthy and Joan's Pointed Plate. And you know what? I'm going to even include Dish with Dee because Dish with Dee puts a lot of recipes. And one more, Suzy Buie. She's been doing a lot of recipes lately too. So those are the 4 I'm going to put in the description box down below. Go check them out. Subscribe to them. You won't be sorry. You definitely won't be sorry. So anyway, we need to reduce the in-the-moment decisions by planning meals and snacks in advance and start with 1 or 2 of the methods below. They gave us a couple methods. Number 1 is plan for your snacks. Decide how many smart points you want to spend on snacks the next day. Then fill a basket with them. Yes, literally, fill a basket with them. You can even include a scrap of paper listing any items in the fridge you don't want to forget about. Well, I'll be honest with you, the snacks I have usually wouldn't be in the fridge. But from what they're saying, what I do have is, it's not so much as on the counter, but in my pantry I have a, I don't know if it's a Rubbermaid or Tupperware, one of those containers, you know, like plastic with the flip lids. And I have snack bags of all my snacks, like portions out of crackers or dry cereal. I love dry Cheerios. And all my little snacks, my granola bars, all of them in this one little container with the points written right on them. So when I go in there, I know. And if I tell myself that day that I'm not really a big snacker, but I might include them as part of my meals, then I know exactly how many points it is and I can track it in my book. Because I track on my phone and I also track in a notebook. The second thing they tell you to do is plan time to portion. Divvy out your favorite snacks, even your kids' animal crackers, that have been staring at you from the cabinet. You'll be less likely to find your hand in a larger bag by eating more than you wanted. My new favorite I like is Chex Mix, which is high in points. I think it's 5 points. I think it's 5 points. I forget how much it is. I haven't portioned out. I forget how much it was. But it's a salty snack, and I do like it. I also like Kraft caramels, the little squares. They're like the size of a dice. I'll have 1 or 2 of those for a snack. I think they're like 2 points each. It takes me a while because I don't have very many teeth, so I can really savor it and give my brain time to click to saying, oh yeah, this is really good. We really enjoy it. Because let's face it, after you've had that first or second or maybe even third bite, by the 4th bite, it's old news. So the 1 or 2 caramels really satisfies my sweet urge. The third thing is plan where food goes. When you See your snack basket on the counter or a meal prepped in the fridge. Give yourself credit and remember you've got this. I do feel pretty good that I have the snack basket ready to go. A lot of times if you watch my daily vlog, you'll see that I make a pretty big fruit and veggie platter. I pretty much snack on that all day. I don't really keep it cold because I don't like really cold. I don't like really cold and I don't like really hot. Unless it's soup. I'll only eat soup really hot, like almost scalding hot, or cold. Don't give me warm or lukewarm or soup. I'm not going to eat it. But a lot of times I used to gross people out at work because for lunch I would just grab a bowl of soup, open up a can of soup, pour it in the thing, stir it up and eat it. Not heat it up or anything. I know I'm odd, but I like that. That's what I am. And then I do like the basket that I have my food in, my little snacks, because then I know if I'm going to have a sandwich and I want to have like even potato chips, I have portioned out potato chips because Jim eats potato chips. And I'll just grab them with my sandwich. And so then I feel like I'm eating like a normal person. Like what's normal, really, when you think about it. Plan where you'll eat. There's a better chance you'll eat mindfully if you intentionally sit down instead of standing over the kitchen counter grabbing food between video calls. I pretty much sit in the chair and watch TV. I know they tell you not to do it, but the way my house is situated, I could just as easily sit at the kitchen table or the dining room table and still see the TV. I feel more comfortable in the chair, and I'm not really mindlessly eating because I know what I have and I eat in a particular order. I'm not one of these people that eat all of the like raspberries first, then all the strawberries and all. And I kind of divide it up. I'm one of those people. And plan on what you're going to eat. Before you sit down at the table, dole out your serving and pack up the rest for leftovers. That's my new thing when I'm doing, because Jim is not following this plan. If I do find a recipe that I do like, I always make sure that I've got freezer containers and I put them in the freezer because I'm going to eat them again at a future date. I'm not going to throw them away. And I'm not going to eat them all at once because what's the point? I'm losing my points at that point. So, just some notes that I took. The three fun, fast facts. That's like a thing. Number one is our brain makes countless decisions and manages a pretty lengthy list of tasks daily. As the day goes on, our energy to keep making these decisions and manage these tasks becomes depleted. You have to decide, what are we going to have for breakfast? What are we going to have for lunch? What are we going to have for dinner? Where am I going to go? What do I have to do today? There's so many things going on. So if you meal prep, at least for the day, better for the week, you have one less thing that you have to stress about during the day. The second thing is when we're busy, stressed, or depleted, we're more likely to make choices that are quick, easy, and require less energy. How often are we driving home thinking, what am I going to make for dinner? Oh, there's McDonald's. Oh, there's a Burger King. See, I don't know about your area, but where I live, they have like a row of fast food. So you can go and have your choice. You can go to Taco Bell, or you can go to Popeye's Chicken, or you can go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, or you can go to Burger King, or you can go to Wendy's, or you can cross the street and go to Subway, or what's next after Subway? Oh, there's a little Mexican restaurant, Trini's. And then there's a Jimmy John's and an Arby's. And there's one more. But it's like a fast food row. So, you can be driving down the street and go, oh, where do I want to go? And you can hit any one of those. So a split-second decision is always based on convenience, availability, and what just looks the most appealing at the time. And if you have things planned out for the day, you can think, you know what, I don't really need a Burger King because, I got the hamburger at home. Although I'll tell you that the Burger King will taste better. But, I got the hamburger, I got the fries, I can do that. I've got these Ore-Ida fries. They're crinkle cut, I think they are. That you get 12 French fries for 3 points. And how can you go wrong? 12 French fries is really more than enough. And planning our meals and snacks in advance is an effective way because it eliminates the at-the-moment decision of what you want to have to eat. If you kind of know in advance what you want to eat, then that's what you're going to do. So these are some techniques that you can try. Plan how much you're going to eat before you sit down at the table. Figure out what you're going to eat. Write it down in your book. Track it on your phone. Know exactly what you're going to eat. Know how many points it is. Like I said, if you plan it for the whole day, you'll know how many points you can allot. I spend a lot on my breakfast and my dinner. Thankfully, I only eat 2 meals a day, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But, and like when I say 2 meals a day, my breakfast, lunch is usually my breakfast and lunch spread out through the whole afternoon. Plan for snacks. Decide how many smart points you want to spend on snacks the next day, then fill a basket or a bowl or something with them so that you'll know that these are easy, they're within my points and I can grab them and just have them. Plan where you're going to eat. There's a better chance you'll eat mindfully if you intentionally say where you're going to go. I intentionally know I'm going to sit and watch the TV. So I intentionally know that. But I've already portioned out my food, so I'm not going to eat more than that. I am not ever going to bring like a bag of chips, pop it open, and start eating out of it. I'm always going to portion it out. Plan time to portion. If I know I'm going to, I eat pretty much at the same times. I eat my breakfast anywhere between 1 and 3, and I eat my dinner anytime between 6 and 7:30. So I've planned out that this is when I'm going to eat and know how I have to do it. And plan time to portion, divvy out your snacks, you know, like I said. And plan where your food's going to go and give yourself credit. Give yourself credit for taking the time to do all of this. Plan ahead. You know, sometimes you just want to, you're just not going to feel like having any effort into it. So I kind of somewhat know that, you know, like this week, I'm going to have meatloaf one day, spaghetti another day, chicken another day, a salad another day. I don't particularly know what days I'm going to have it, but I know how many points they're going to be. All of my meals tend to be around the same points, so it makes it a little bit easier for me. If you work from home and you haven't done that before, it's going to be a new challenge for you. So think of different ways that you can meet the challenge. I have one friend that works from home, and when it's her lunchtime, well, when she gets up in the morning, she packs a lunch and puts it in the refrigerator, and then she goes to work at her desk. And then when it's her lunchtime and her break time, just to make her feel a little bit different, if it's her break time, she'll go out the front door and she'll sit outside just for her 15 minutes or so. If it's her lunchtime, she likes to feel like she's going out to lunch. She's crazy like me. She'll go out the front door, come back around, come in the back door, get her lunch out of the refrigerator. She'll sit at the kitchen table or she'll sit outside at her table outside, eat her lunch, and then she'll come back in through the front door. And then she feels like she's going back to work. I know it's kind of weird, but, you know, I'm weird. So I'm going to obviously have weird friends. And plan to include food you love. Looking forward to one of your favorite meals is a lot more fun than something you dread eating. I have said this all along. I use high point foods. I use regular butter. I use regular cheese. I use regular sour cream. I don't like low fat. I don't like fat free. So this is the way I'm going to eat the rest of my life. I have to figure out a way to figure them into my day. I figure out exactly what I want to eat, when I want to eat it, and I use the points. I just use the points. I'm going to have a piece of toast that's going to be like 2 points for the piece of toast, and it's going to be 3 points for a half a tablespoon of butter that I'm going to put on that piece of toast. That's a lot of butter, I know, but you know what? I like a lot of butter on my toast. So this is the way I want to eat the rest of my life. This is the way I need to eat, the way to stay on track. It's 5 points for a slice of toast. I'm willing to take it. I'm willing to take the 5 points because I could probably get some kind of spray butter and put it on and get some like low-calorie bread. Am I going to enjoy it? No. Am I going to stay with that for the rest of my life? No. So find something that works for you that's going to work the rest of your life. So the recipe is for a Tex-Mex English muffin. Okay, I don't like, the only kind of eggs I like is a scrambled egg or like an omelet or a hard-boiled egg. Those are the only 2 kind of eggs I like. And I could probably do this on with the scrambled egg, but this is with a poached egg with some baby spinach and some salsa over the top on an English muffin. I kind of like this one. I might try that with a scrambled egg and just use a knife and fork. So anyway, that's our plan for today, for this week, is to make meal planning healthy for you. Make meal planning work for you, rather. And once again, 211.2, lost 0.8, 93 pounds total. I'm on my way. I'm going to do it. So, and check out the description box down below for all the ladies I recommended. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, share if you think somebody might like to see it. So, as always, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, here's the weekly for the week this week. Obviously, you can see I bought some new printer ink, so I was able to print it in color. And if we follow this plan, I know that we'll be fine. And, oh, these are my notes, more notes. And this is for the English muffin. It does look pretty good, I have to admit. But I think I might try it with a scrambled egg one day this week. So let me know how you like it.